This is the very problem God had with the Old Covenant, Hebrews 10. That there was a continual reminder of sin, and so it never perfected the conscience of the worshippers. So God did something new, so that as in Hebrews 10:17, he cleanses his own mind so that he will remember sin no more. He says, I want you to become aware of what I'm aware of. I want you to know as you have always been known. And there's nothing God knows about you that reminds him of your guilt and your sin. Because he said, I will remember it no more. I've dealt with it. See, he wants to bring you back to the place where you began. You began in the heart and mind of God before sin and evil even existed. In a place of pure delight and enjoyment and fellowship and abandonment.
That's the story of the incarnation. Incarnation, forget, Christmas and all that. Understand the enormity of it. The incarnation, that baby born of the Virgin Mary in a horse trough in Bethlehem, that is God, the Creator, who gets inside our humanity. He takes our humanity and makes it his own. So the Creator becomes one of us. And he doesn't have lights around his head. He doesn't walk 5 feet above the ground. He is so one of us that those he lived with for 30 years said, we know him, he's the carpenter down the street. Had no idea who he was. See, God doesn't stand up here and say, I know what you're going through. I know everything. I know. God came down there and didn't even sit beside you, because still there'd be a distance. The incarnation means he came and he sat inside your mental darkness, inside your fears. He looked out through your eyes and says, I see what you see, but now let me tell you the truth. And he tells it from the inside that your Father loves you, and I've come to bring you out.
The baseline for everything that we're moving into is that we have the best life possible in Jesus. The thing that I don't like about mediocrity is that most of the time we're choosing the best life possible in Egypt because we're not bound and determined to go to Canaan. And I will do anything to get into Canaan. So mediocrity to me means I've settled for something less than who Jesus is. And so when I'm coming to pray with the Lord, I want to pray in the context of who he is for me. So I'm praying in the context of what I'm learning. I'm praying in the context of the experiences that I have with him. And there are certain things that you get to know this is true about God all the time. Whenever God does something for the first time, he always sets a precedent. And by that precedent, you know him forever.
I'm not trying to write theology. It's already here. It's the life of Jesus. Jesus is perfect theology. He's the visible image of an invisible God. He's the expressed image of his person, the outraying of his brightness. When you see him, you've seen the Father. Jesus is the tada of God. God came out like he is through the life of Christ. So he is the will of God revealed. Jesus is the will of God revealed. We're still trying to figure out God through life. We're saying, well, God's this way because of this. Well, God's this way because of that. Well, this worked this way, so God must this. Well, you know how God sometimes, because this went this way. And we're still analytically processing God through the course of life. God's come out like he is through Jesus Christ. And if what you believe about the will of God doesn't measure up to the life of Jesus, throw it out of your belief system. It's simple.